Yes. Well, dear students, the last class we were discussing about how to resolve the given proper fraction into sum of the two or more fractions. In that, the two types we have done. One is if it is a proper fraction in the denominator, if it is a product of the two linear factors we have done. One is the lengthy method and another one is shortcut method also we have done. And the second type, the denominator term is the product of the three linear factors we have done. Okay. Now, the type 3. Today let us discuss about how to resolve into partial fraction when the denominator term is the product of the linear and repeated linear factor. Linear and repeated linear factor in the denominator. Now, when it is given like this, I told you in the last class, the given fraction, whether it is a proper fraction or improper fraction, that you must observe here. In the sense, I told you what is the proper fraction. Proper fraction is nothing but it is the degree of the variable in the numerator. If it is less than the degree of the variable in the denominator is, then we say that the given fraction is said to be proper fraction, we say. Though here the x term is not there, only a numerical value is given. In case if it is given like that, you can take the variable, highest power of the variable as 0. I can take like that. How? X to the power 0 I can take. X to the power 0, degree is 0 in the numerator. Here you see it is x cube, it becomes highest power of the variable in the denominator. How it is x cube? When you usual expansion, if you take up, you will get x square. When you multiply usual product, if you take up, you will find that it is 3. So, therefore, 0 is less than 3, and of course, not necessary to mention it is x to the power 0. It is understood. Now, how to resolve this into a partial fraction? For that, this is the method of working rule. You go through, observe or you observe carefully. 9 by x plus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square. For this, for a one linear factor, you can take a by x plus 1 plus b divided by, you take first linear factor, that is x plus 2, and third one is replaced by x plus 2 the whole square. X plus 2 the whole square. This is the method of working rule when the denominator term is a product of a linear and repeated linear factor. Repeated ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ x plus 2 the whole square ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಹಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದು, ಹೌ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್, ಹೌ ಟು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್. So, this is how you can split a by linear factor, b by x plus 2, this term you must take, and plus c by repeated, that means x plus 2 the whole square. Now, multiplying throughout by, multiply throughout in the denominator, in the numerator, in the numerator by product of the denominator, that means x plus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square. Okay. Now, look at this here. When I multiply numerator by x plus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square here, x plus 1 will go, x plus 2 the whole square, x plus 2 the whole square will go. What is left now? Only 9. 9 is equal to, when you multiply on the right hand side by this term in the numerator, remember in the numerator, x plus 1 will go, x plus 1 will go, what is left now? X plus 2 the whole square. Therefore, it is a times x plus 2 the whole square plus, here you see b by x plus 2 is there, it is multiplied by x plus 1 x plus 2 the whole square in the numerator. 1 x plus 2 will cancel. Therefore, you have 1 x plus 1 is left and x plus 2, 1 x plus 2 gets cancels and only you have x plus 2 only. That is b times x plus 1 into x plus 2 plus c into x plus 2 the whole square, x plus 2 the whole square, what is left now? C times it is x plus 1. So, let it be equation 1. Let it be equation 1. Now, let us write like this here. That means, put one linear factor is there, you equate it to 0, or the value of x can also be equal to minus 1. Both are one and the same. In where you will substitute? In equation 1. Okay. Left hand side, in case if you find the value of x, that you must replace it by minus 1, but here you do not have any x term at all. Therefore, on the left hand side you have 9, you write it as it is. Okay. Now, you observe where you have x plus 1, second term contains x plus 1, third term contains x plus 1. Therefore, these two terms will not be there. Why it is so? Because it is 0. If I put x plus 1 0, 0 multiplied by anything is 0. Here also x plus 1 is 0, 0 multiplied by anything is 0. Only first term is not containing x plus 1, therefore, you have to substitute the value of x by minus 1. That is a into bracket minus 1 plus 2 the whole square. It is b times 0, it is c times 0 because x plus 1 is 0 there. Or 9 is equal to a into, it is plus 1 the whole square, 0 multiplied by anything is 0. So, 9 is equal to a into 1 square will be 1, therefore, a equals to 9. So, you know the value of a. I hope you got it. Next, the value of b, how to find out the remaining 2. Now, you have one more linear factor, what is that? X plus 2. Therefore, what you have to do here is put x plus 2 equals to 0, or x is replaced by minus 2 in equation 1. X plus 2 equals to 0 or x is equal to minus 2 in equation 1. Now, equation 1 you observe, left hand side you do not have any x term at all, therefore, it is 9. Now, wherever you find x plus 2 on the right hand side, you replace it by 0. Now, look at that, which are the term contains x plus 2? First term is there, therefore, a into it should be 0 only, because x plus 2 I have taken it as 0 or x is equal to minus 2, plus second term also contains x plus 2, therefore, that is also replaced by 0. Okay. Now, look at the third term. Third term is not containing x plus 2, therefore, the value of c will come to know, plus c times, okay. What is x plus 2? X is equal to minus 2, it is there, minus 2 plus 1. So, 9 is equal to 0 plus 0 plus t times, that is minus 1, or 9 is equal to minus c equals to minus 9. The value of c you know, the value of a, the value of c. Now we have, that is the value of that is b, we have to find out. For this you observe, already we have taken, that is the two linear factors. One is x plus 1 I took, another one is x plus 2 I took. Now you do not have any linear factors at all now. Therefore, what you have to do here is, you must equate the equation number 1, in which you equate the highest power of the variable on both sides, equating the coefficients of highest power of the variable. So, in this case you observe here, when you square this one, x square you will get, its coefficient is a, therefore a. When you take the usual product, that is x into x is x square, highest power is x square 2, its coefficient is b. Here there is no question of getting x square term at all, you need not equate. Remember what I am saying, equating the highest power of the variable on the right hand side, on both sides. Of course, left hand side you do not have any x square term at all, so therefore it is equated to 0. Here sometimes it may be x cube, it may be x to the power 4, highest power you must go through. But in this entire equation you observe, you will find the highest power is 2. So therefore, you must write this sentence, equating the highest power, that means equating the coefficients of x square on both sides of equation 1 of 1, equation 1. Now look at this here. Here left hand side you do not have x square term, therefore coefficient of x square is 0, because you do not have x square term. Right hand side you see, when I take the usual expansion by using the formula a plus b the whole square, very first term will be x square, is multiplied by a, therefore its coefficient is a. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನೀವು ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಏನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ? ಎಲಿಂದ. ಎ ಇಂಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂದಾಗ coefficient of x square ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? a. But here you see, if I take the usual product, only one x square term you will get, x into x is x square, its coefficient is b. So therefore a plus b. If minus is there, minus you must take, plus is there, plus you must take. Here there is no question of getting x square term at all, because I say equating the coefficients of x square on both sides. Why I took particularly x square? That itself is the highest power, therefore I have taken that. Left hand side you do not have any x square term at all, therefore it is a 0. Suppose if you have, instead of this, if you have 9x square, in that case coefficient on the left hand side will be 9. Here there is no x square term, therefore it is equated to 0. Then 0 is equal to, the one of the value is known to you, that is a is equal to 9, substitute, plus b, therefore b equals to minus 9. I hope you got it. Okay. Now the given problem becomes like this: 9 divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square, which is equal to the value of a, just now you got it 9, it is 9 divided by, it should be x plus 1 plus b. The value of b is minus 9. So, minus 9 divided by, it should be x plus 2 plus c. C is also minus 9. So, minus 9 divided by x plus 2 the whole square. I hope you got it. A is 9, B is minus 9, C is also minus 9, or else you can also write like this: 9 by x plus 1 minus 9 divided by x plus 2, plus into minus is minus, minus 9 divided by x plus 2 the whole square will be the answer. Okay. I hope you got it. Okay. So, one more example I will take, that is x divided by x by x plus 1, x by x plus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square. Okay. So, here the same method of working rule is same. What is that you have? X divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square. Okay. It is a proper fraction because highest power of the variable in the numerator is 1. Highest power of the variable in the denominator is x cube, it is 3. So, 1 is less than 3, therefore, it is a proper fraction. Now, let us proceed. How? One linear factor is a, therefore, that is x plus 1, therefore, you must take like this always: a by x plus 1 plus b by a linear factor is x plus 2. One linear factor among this you must take, plus c by repeated linear factor. Repeated linear factor. I hope you got it. Okay. This is the method of working rule. You have to take like this only. You must split in this way in 3, sum of the 3 terms by taking in the numerator capital A, capital B and capital C. But in the denominator, it should be x plus 1, x plus 2 and x plus 2 the whole square. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿನೇ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಯಾವಾಗ. Now, what should be the next step then? Multiplying throughout in the numerator by, it is x plus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square. I hope you got it. Okay. Now, let us see what happens. You need not write in detail, it is understood. If I multiply on the left hand side in the numerator by x plus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square, both the terms will go. What is left now? X is left. Look at this here. To the right hand side, x plus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square, x plus 1 will go, x plus 2 the whole square is left. Therefore, it should be a times x plus 2 the whole square. Okay. Plus b times, ಇದನ್ನು ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು x plus 2 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಏನು ಉಳಿತು? ಒಂದು x plus 2 ಉಳಿಯಿತು. So, 1 x plus 2 is remained if I cancel this. So, b times x plus 1 into x plus 2 I can write. Okay. Now, plus c times, you see, x plus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ x plus 2 the whole square ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ only x plus 1 is left. Okay. Let us take this as equation 1. Okay. Now, we shall take like this now. What is that first now? Put First linear factor ಏನಿದೆ x plus 1 ಇದೆ. Put x plus 1 is equal to 0 or x equals to minus 1 in equation 1. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ನಾನು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 9 ಇತ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ನೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್. ನೌ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡ್, ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ವೆರೆವರ್ ಯು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ರೀಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಮೈನಸ್ 1. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ದ ಬೆಲೆ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಇರಬೇಕು. ಮೈನಸ್ 1 is equal to a times the value of x minus 1 plus 2 the whole square. b times it should be 0. ಯಾಕೆ 0? ಇಲ್ಲಿ x plus 1 is equal to 0 ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಒಂದೇ, ಅಥವಾ x is equal to minus 1 ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಒಂದೇ. Both are one and the same. So second term, it contains the linear factor, that is x plus 1, therefore I have replaced it by 0. 0 multiplied by anything is 0. C also contains x plus 1 term, that is also replaced by 0. Therefore minus 1 is equal to a times, it should be 1 the whole square plus 0 plus 0. So minus 1 is equal to a into 1 square is 1, therefore the value of a equals to minus 1. You know the value of a. Okay. Now one more linear among this repeated linear factor, one of the linear factor I can take. What is that? X plus 2. So therefore put x plus 2 equals to 0 or x is equal to minus 2 in equation 1. Okay. See here, do you find any x term on the left hand side? Yes, it is there, x. What is x value? Minus 2. So therefore it should be minus 2. Right hand side, how many terms are containing x plus 2? You see, look at that. First term contains x plus 2. Second term also contains x plus 2, therefore both the terms will vanish. In the sense, a times 0 plus b times 0. Let us not write in detail, it is understood. X plus 2 0 andre 0 into a. Illinu x plus 2 0, 0 into b. Not necessary to take this one. Plus C term is not containing 0 term, but x is replaced by minus 2 plus 1. Okay. So therefore it is minus 2 which is equal to 0 plus 0 plus C times minus 1, or minus 2 which is equal to C times minus 1, therefore the value of C equals to 2. Cancelling negative signs on both sides. Next step, you go through this. Here again, now both the linear factors are over. I cannot take x plus 2 the whole square is equal to 0. If I take x plus 2 the whole square is equal to 0, again you will get x is equal to minus 2. You will never, again you will get the value of C only. Did you understand? So therefore you must equate it. Equating the coefficients of x square on both sides of equation 1. Both sides of equation 1. Now how many x square terms are there? You see, that is the highest power actually. Left hand side there is no x square, remember, not x term, x square. So left hand side it is 0, no x square term, therefore it is understood that the coefficient of x square must be taken as 0. Right hand side, how many x square terms you may get? Square this one, x square multiplied by what? A, therefore it is a. Here also multiply these two, x into x is x square, it's multiplied by b, therefore coefficient of x square is b, so therefore a plus b. But the third term is not containing x square term, therefore you need not take. ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಲೀವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಎ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ ನೋನ್ ಟು ಯು, that is a. A is equal to minus 1 is there, minus 1 plus b, therefore the value of b equals to plus 1. I hope you got it. So all the three values are known to you. So let us split now. X divided by x plus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square, which is equal to a. The value of a is minus 1. So minus 1 divided by x plus 1. Okay. B, the value of b is how much? It is 1. Therefore, it is 1 divided by x plus 2. The value of c is 2. So therefore, it is 2 divided by x plus 2 the whole square will be the, you are resolving the given fraction into fraction. That means partial fractions. Partial antandre you are splitting that into a single fraction into sum or difference of the two or more fractions. That is what we say resolving. That is the process of resolving into a partial fraction. I hope all of you got it. So let us, you take homework, you write down. You try at home. You try to solve by yourself. First one, 8 divided by x plus 1 into x plus 3. Second one, 10 divided by x plus 2 into x plus 3 the whole square. This you take it as whole square. It is x plus 5 the whole square. Third one, x divided by x plus 1 into x plus 3 the whole square. Fourth one, x divided by x plus 3 into x plus 5 the whole square. Fifth one, so it is 2 divided by x minus 1 into x minus 2 the whole square. One difficult type I will give, try at home. In case if you don't get, I will do it on the board again. Okay. 2x plus 3 by x plus 1 into x plus 2 the whole square. Okay. You try these examples at home. Try to work out. These are all useful results. Not only this, even in the entrance examination also, you will have one of the problem on resolve into partial fraction. Okay. Okay, dear students, thank you.